Hello everyone. Ask anyone who has been to the Middle East what is the typical food there. Despite any names that you get, you will always find khubz and hummus along with it. Khubz, or more generally that we call khubuz, it is a generic name for bread in Arabic. So today I'm going to try this. Trust me, it's not so very difficult. So let's see how to do this. Like any bread, we need to follow the same steps. Mix, rice, knead, shape, again rice and then bake. So we shall mix the yeast and sugar with warm water and let it rest for around 10 minutes so that it ferments. After around 10 minutes, you see it has well fermented and you get a very frothy mixture like this. Now we can start the mixing stage. To the flour, you can add a pinch of salt, curd, milk powder, this is truly optional, olive oil. Just mix this well. Now we'll add the fermented mixture into this and just mix this gently to bring all the ingredients together. You'll see this will be a pretty sticky dough or a shaggy dough, because actually the yeast has not started to do its job now. If you feel it is too sticky, just add a little bit of flour, but always remember not to overdo with the flour. Add lightly and just to remove the stickiness. Combine this well. Just spread some oil over it and you can cover it with a cling film and keep it at a warm place to rise. Now this is the most key step in bread making now, because this is where the yeast actually starts to do its job to develop the necessary gluten and carbon dioxide or whatever to give that fluffiness to our breads. While our dough is rising, let's prepare the filling for this. I've taken boneless chicken here. You can choose your marination, you can marinate the way you want with the necessary spices as you like. There is no particular rule on this. It is always advised to leave the marination for at least half an hour to 1 hour, to bring out all the flavors well. Now let's see the condition of our dough. I've taken this after around 1 hour. You see it's almost doubled its size. Now that's how it should be. In warm conditions, within 1 hour you will get to this condition, but in cold climates maybe it will take much more time, so you just leave it for maybe 1 hour or more so that your dough should almost double in size. That's how it should be. Just bring the dough together. You don't need to hardly knead on this because this is a very soft dough. We'll just bring this out to a countertop or your chapati board or whatever. We'll just roll and knead this lightly, because now we need to shape out the balls from this. You can shape out this dough however and you can divide this into small size balls. You should get around 12 to 14 balls from this dough. Remember, we need to fold inwards and shape these into balls. That's how it is done with bread and any type of bread. Once this is done, please cover with a kitchen towel and let it rest for around 15 minutes before we can start shaping the balls. In this time you can start to grill your marinated chicken so that your filling will be ready before we can flatten the dough. Let's start to roll out to flat breads like our roti or chapati, but this will be smaller in size. Just take care not to make it very thin also. It should be a bit not very thick, not very thin. You should lay these on a dusted surface, and remember always your dough or your bread should be covered with a neat towel. Now I have rolled out all the cubes. Need to rest this for another 30 minutes, that is our second proofing. This is absolutely necessary. Once you roll out, you need to rest it for another 30 more minutes. After 30 minutes, we can start to cook our cubes. For this you need to heat a heavy bottom pan, preferably iron skillet, as it retains more heat. We need to maintain medium to high temperature always on this pan. Once you see bubbles appearing, you can flip this. You will see slowly this will start to puffen up, it will slowly start to rise. Always maintain the temperature to medium-high heat. See, it started fluffing. Just lightly press it in case it is not puffing up, but mostly it will puff up. If it is not puffing up, it means the temperature is not sufficient. That is primarily the reason why it does not puff up. Otherwise, if your yeast is good and everything goes as and your proofing is complete, it will definitely puff up. Actually, while your dough is left for second proofing, it is in this while you can prepare your hummus or garlic sauce and everything if you don't have it prepared before. The links to these recipes have also been given in my description box. You can store this in a casserole and cover it with a kitchen towel preferably to maintain that freshness. So you see, it might be a little time consuming, but it is not very difficult. Now you can use this by making a sandwich or that's how kids prefer. Or otherwise also you can use it anyway, no problem. Now that you have your kubos and your chicken and everything ready, use it as per your wish. When you see the whole thing, you will feel why all this hassle. We might as well go down to the grocery and buy a packet of kubos. That is much more easier. But yes, that is there. We are not doing this on a daily basis. But once in a while we can just indulge into this, We'll feel good once we try doing all these things. Something that we are buying from outside, if you're able to make it within our home, that is a different feeling. You will feel good, definitely you will feel good. So I would suggest at least once everybody should try this at home.